move. Got the lights down low, music feeling the air. Feel the vibe flow, let go, you care. Girl, you know the night is young, let's make it hot. Show me how you whip it, baby, give all you got. Let's dance to the rhythm, swing with the beat. Invite me in, let your body keep it on my feet. Don't let me see the fire, make me worry me. Boom, we gotta own the night. Under flashing lights, we lost in the sound. Got the lights down low, music filling the air. Feel the vibe slow, let go, you care. Girl, you know the night is young, let's make it hot. Show me how you whip it with a giddy up. Just let your body move. Got the lights down low, music feeling the air. Feel the vibe flow, let go, you care. Girl, you know the night is young, let's make it hot. Show me how you whip it, baby, give all you got. Let's dance to the rhythm, swing the beat. Invite me in, let your body keep it on for me.
Jack just disappeared all of a sudden.
He too busy trying to own the night.
Yeah, he really owning the night. Man, what's up, y'all? What's up with my fellas tonight, man?
Man, another day, another way.
Yeah.
MIDI Lab was cracking.
Another installment of the MIDI Lab Show. I want to shout out to everybody that is watching right now on YouTube and on Facebook. We do appreciate the love. You could be anywhere in the world, but you are here with us tonight, and we definitely appreciate that.
Yeah. Breezy, I love the hat, man. You killing us, man. You killing us. You putting us to death, man.
I'm trying to get my trop going on. You know what I'm saying? We live on location, backyard boogie, Arizona. My cousin just graduated, got her bachelor's. So
Amen.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Big shout out to all the grads. So yeah, you're just getting it live, man. Like, we got the backyard going on.
Oh yeah.
You just can't see the faces. It's a whole.
I see the pool. Hey.
There we go. That's the graduate right there. It's a couple more over there.
Congratulations.
Hey, tell my sis Shay I said what's happening. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, she's sitting right here. She said what's happening. She's stuffing a hot link in her mouth right now. But she's doing all right.
Yes, sir. Hey man, shout out to everybody that came and joined in tonight, man. I also want to tell y'all, man, this episode is brought to you by Debo Brothers Seasoning, where we put that good in food. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Get the floor to my boy L, man.
Yes, sir. Debo Brothers.
Yes, sir.
We put that something good in food.
Yes.
For
all
sure.
The time.
For sure. Yes, sir. So, I am your co-host, L.Chatman Jr. I am in the building with my brother, 18 Rabbit. What's up with you, dog?
18 Rabbit.
Yeah, bro got his sound effects. And we got the homie A2 Breezy in the building. What's up with you, brother?
What's up with it? Say 8 to Breezy because 2 is always better than 1. What's cracking?
Man, chilling. And you know what? Mike Genius is definitely in the building. What's up, bro? What's happening?
What's good, y'all? Happy to be here on this Thursday night. I didn't think I was gonna make it, man. I ain't gonna lie. I've been planning this event, so I'm juiced. I'm here tonight, man.
Yeah, man. Usually, you be in the whip at this time, so
yeah, we had You know, we had some stuff change, man, for our schedule this week, man. So, you know, I'm like I said, I'm just blessed to be here with y'all brothers, man.
Yeah, man. No, we're glad to have you, bro.
We hands freed in the building.
Yeah. So Jag's looking a little confused right now. What's up, Jag? Jag's
in right on time, though.
He did, though. I think he's having an audio issue.
Jag, if you can hear us blink once.
You good, guys? You good?
Hey, he look real focused right now.
He focused.
Real focused. Yeah.
He must be watching that. He must be watching that Sinners right now.
He's trying to catch up.
Don't use no mustard, man. If you're trying to catch up.
We're gonna give Jag a moment, man. Let's go ahead and roll into some music real quick. Let's play some straight from the MIDI Lab. Here we go.
Straight from the lab.
Streets are cold, hard rapping nights. Can't trust nobody, it's a heavy price. Gotta move along, shadows lurking near. In the silence of the night, only fear is clear. Oh, the streets are cold, when your lies unfold. When my heart's a thing, but the truth feels so. Can't trust nobody, got my heart on lock. In this concrete junk, that can take a shot.
Yeah, landlord of the gangland, they know it's happening. The phony glamping, that's how they know that it's motor rapping. Nigga told you that I'm lacking, little shorty capping. Ain't playing with no paper, finna double lap him. Ain't get at me with the prices that the prices quoted. Try and run it up the gut if we can find the open. Like a mom caravan till we slide it open. Post the fire in the open when you spot opponents.
Streets are cold, hard rapping nights. Can't trust nobody, it's a heavy price. Gotta move along, shadows lurking near. In the silence of the night, only fear is clear. Oh, the streets are cold, when your lies unfold. When my heart's a thing, but the truth feels so. Can't trust nobody, got my heart on lock. In this concrete junk that can take a shot. Ooh, 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 ooh,
The MIDI Lab Show.
This is a safe space, I'ma share light. If it's on, then it's on, no side. This is a safe space, I'ma share light. If it's on, then it's on, no side.
Ain't shit, everyday shit, I'm trying to quake shit. Straight bitch, how you in the pen without no make shit?
Straight bitch, niggas turn pussy on that mace shit. Fake bitch, I don't wanna fuck her, she got facelift.
Lane switch, out here all running on that late shift. Claim to be a killer, but double back with the same clip. How you selling coochie, but ain't made shit, huh? 30 days or better at the day's end.
Fuck tagging on your wall, nigga, we spraying shit. Pull all the ops on the cop, we be laying shit.
And we popping up any sucker we catch popping out. And I'm popping booty is bigger, so I'ma swap them out. All simple peasants, these niggas sodas be watered down. We ain't finna argue on Insta, that shit is not allowed.
YSL pants on, blicky on me popping out. We chase niggas down with Glock 9s for chasing clout. Bitch, we some thugs, we selling drugs, fuck is a drought. Hey, a stepper when we stunk him out.
This is a safe space, I'ma share light. If it's on, then it's on, no side. This is a safe space, I'ma share light. If it's on, then it's on, no side.
The MIDI Lab Show.
Yo, we back in the building. We back in the building.
All right.
I'm off retard mode now.
There we go. Brother.
I just had to unplug it. I don't know why, but all of a sudden, while I had it plugged in to the Scarlet, it just wouldn't let me hear y'all. So I had to hit the cord. Be free.
You good now? I hear you now, dog.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, it's got enough charge. But let's roll.
Okay. All right.
It's good.
All right, man. Well, so how the week been going for y'all though?
Hey, been diving in all type of things been going on this week, really. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All type of things been going on this week, but it's been a good week though, man. What about y'all?
Yesterday was my Friday, so you know I'm blessed.
Oh yeah, straight up.
Hey, we just over here kicking it, like I said, getting the backyard booty cracking, enjoying this. We in Phoenix right now, so it's lovely out here, man.
Yeah.
Just appreciating the moment.
It's pretty hot out there, huh?
Actually, it's been pretty comfortable, man. It was in the 80s and 90s, compared to being, in the 100 pluses. So lovely weather, man. Lovely weather.
It's thunderstorms out here where I'm at. It's kind of rainy right now.
Yeah, that's that Southwest. It's going. I think it's eventually gonna roll over this way, man. We've been getting it pretty nasty in cruises too.
Yeah.
El Paso's been getting hit. It's been rolling all through the sides.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, let's get on with the show, man. We got a couple of topics that we picked out from Monday night. We'll start it off with Shedeur Sanders. Put him on the screen real quick. Oh, not that one.
There we go.
So Shedeur Sanders, 2025 NFL draft experience took an unexpected turn when he received a prank call during his live Twitch stream. I don't know if that's accurate, but I guess it was a phone call. But the caller impersonating Saints GM Mickey Loomis falsely claimed Sanders would be selected next. The prankster, later identified as Jax Ullrich, son of Falcons defensive coordinator Jeff Ullrich, who assessed Sanders' number via unlocked iPad. The NFL fined the Falcons $250K and Jeff Ullrich $100K for the incident. Despite the ordeal, Sanders was eventually drafted by the Cleveland Browns in the 5th round at pick number 144. It appears he responded to the prank by calling it childish, but stated it didn't impact him in any way. I do have a clip that I was going to run.
Real quick before you get to that, the name is actually Ullrich.
Ullrich. Okay, thank you.
But thank you know what? When you do some stupid shit like that, you deserve to have your last name mispronounced. I'm gonna be honest.
Let's go get
Please continue, sir.
Oh, yeah, let's go ahead and run the clip. Here we go.
This morning, the NFL is hitting the Atlanta Falcons and its defensive coordinator, Jeff Ullrich, with over $300,000 in fines following that draft day prank call.
You're going to have to wait a little bit longer, man.
My actions of not protecting confidential data were inexcusable.
Ullrich speaking for the first time since his 21-year-old son Jax was part of that prank call to Colorado quarterback Shedeur Sanders, son of NFL legend Deion Sanders, anxiously awaiting for news in the 2nd round.
This is Mickey Loomis here, GM of the Saints. We're going to take you with our next pick right here, man.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Let's be legendary.
But it wasn't the Saints on the phone. Video posted online showing 21-year-old Jax Ullrich sitting next to a friend who was making that call.
Nobody got that number but coaches.
The Falcons say he got Sanders' number from his father's unlocked iPad. Now the team fined $250,000 and Jeff Ullrich $100,000.
Going forward, I promise my son and I will work hard to demonstrate we are better than this.
Jax also apologizing in an Instagram post saying, "I am so sorry I took away from your moment. It was selfish and childish." And the NFL is also investigating 5 other prank calls to players during the draft, so we could see more fines.
The MIDI Lab Show.
This morning, the NFL is hitting the Atlanta Falcons and...
Wow.
2 times.
Yeah. Hey, if I was Jeff, I'd straight up look at my son and just be like, nigga.
Hey, but what if he actually did?
He should have. He should have.
In that same sentiment to the 100.
100,000.
Hey, look. If that's mine, he'd have to come up with that 100. He gonna be paying me for a long time. Yeah. Like he but guess what? That's your $100,000. So you have to find that paper somewhere, especially if he quote unquote got into my iPad and took confidential information to do some stupid ass teenage shit like that that's costing the team $250K and me $100 out of pocket. Oh yeah. He ain't finna see Christmas for a long time.
If ever.
Bruh. He coming out.
Forget about Chris. This ain't no more trust fund after this,
bro. And then like the way he just smeared his dad's reputation as a professional. Like he just took a crap on the whole family over some stupid bullshit that really isn't to be played with.
He shattered on his daddy's head.
Hey, quick spit. Starting with 18. What do you guys think would inspire somebody to conspire in that fashion?
What?
The homies. He was out there chilling with the homies. Probably had a little cognac or vodka or whatever the hell they drink. And I was like, hey, I got a good idea. Let's call Deion Sanders' son and be like, hey, we gonna accept you. And the messed up thing is about it is that he got drafted to the Browns. He got sent to death. He got sent to the death team.
Watch the Browns win.
He thought he was going to do the same thing. He got sent to death.
I mean, like the cause of that is somebody raising their kids not to be adults. Like that's, you know what I mean? When you talk about making mistakes at that level, clearly dad must have skipped a couple lessons in responsibility and accountability, and he's got some little entitled young punk slipping through his dad. Like, who's finna go break into their dad's iPad and start pulling numbers?
Yeah, that's
right.
Yeah.
So
that lesson he forgot was that bill.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Action 50 said, how you say it, Mike? Ullrich should be fired. How y'all feel about that?
Yes.
Simple yes.
Yeah, man.
I don't know.
Why does your son even have access to your iPad like that? Like,
because it's your son.
Any company that I work with, they don't. My family don't have access to my company stuff. For the company.
So I think you got to look at
stuff.
You got to look at his performance as a coach. Are they going to fire him because of something his son did when they really need him to help the team win? Like, that's cutting off your nose to spite your face. I think that's taking a real large step off the deep end. You hit him for $100,000, you know what I mean? So he can go home and beat the shit out of his son, and then you have him back up there on podium leading that team to victory. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't. This does not equate to, hey, let me go find a whole nother coach and redevelop my team off of some stupid ass prank of a child.
Cost the team $250,000 though.
He didn't slap the man after he cost him that much.
You really think that $350,000 the whole team is really finna feel that?
No, but $250,000 is $250,000.
Hold up, I thought that was coming from coach's pocket. It's the team organization.
It's both.
Well, 100 from the coach and 250 from the organization.
Hey, yeah, along with the 200 when the organization pays it, that nigga needs a write up for sure. Hey, strike one, bro. Hey,
he got $100,000 write up.
Yeah, hey, that's not really a write up though. Well, I guess like in the NFL, they'll drop you when they want to. So I feel you, Tom. I feel you.
He was just so y'all know, he was just hired. He was the defensive coordinator for the Jets under Robert Saleh, and then became the interim head coach last season when they fired Robert Saleh. So everybody got the axe in New York after that, after the end of the season. So he's just freshly hired with the Falcons, bruh. Fresh.
Man, that's fatal. That's a zero. That's a zero fatality coming into the team like that, bro.
I was just gonna read this. The chat. Why Jizzle67 said, "How the hell is the NFL making money off of this? The money should go to the Sanders."
Ooh, that's legit.
That's the Matrix. Go why Jizzle.
All right.
That's
especially after you signed to the Browns.
Right, quarterback go to die, bro. Like,
gonna die.
Oh my god!
I don't even remember the Browns ever being good ever.
I do.
When?
I do. In the 80s, when Bernie Kosar and Vinny Testaverde were there. You know what I'm saying? It was a long time. We was playing Tecmo Bowl, brother. That's how long back.
How long ago was the 80s, my dude?
Oh, it's been 40 years, man. We was kids.
There's some people on here who ain't been alive that long.
Yeah, but yeah, I know. I recognize one of them.
They're like, what Browns?
And it was a different version of the Browns. It ain't even these Browns. It's the Ravens.
I'm leaving Cleveland. I'm going to Miami.
Right.
At least he didn't have to go to the Dallas Cowboys, and that's my squad.
We don't talk about Dallas Cowboys over here, man. You see, my dude got the sucker free hat on right here.
What happened last year, Frisco? Let's not,
talk about that.
Let bygones be. Yeah, when Jerry Jones died, we still ain't good. We got Steve.
Let's let the Cowboys. Let's let Lion Dogs lay.
They
I'm gonna take the high road. I am Groot.
Yeah, they definitely some lion dogs. I mean,
all right, all y'all.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, yeah, no, who saw that shit? Bring it back down, cause you got to fuck around. You gonna be the next one on the news flash behind them Cowboys.
Hey, watch this. Hey, all that 4-on-1. Watch this. Y'all only beating us one time next year, and that'll be the only game we win.
When was the last time y'all even beat us?
You know, I don't like to count, but it happens.
Cowboys.
You know, hey,
hey,
no child left behind, bro. Stop tripping.
That's when they turned into one of them expansion teams. The Cowboys just in there to make sure they got enough games to make it through the season. Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's some hard truth being spoken.
Yep.
Hey, how about Shedeur Sanders, man? What's going on with him?
Thank you. Segue needed.
Get real uncomfortable.
So
I feel bad for you.
Yeah, I probably should have got him on the Cowboys. He went to Cleveland Browns.
It'd have been way more fun than that going on.
Jerry Jones would have destroyed his career worse than my man that went to the Raiders, black dude that drank lean. What was his name again? Damn, it'll come back anyway.
He drank lean. Say, so what if?
What dude went out there
about prime time?
Oh, my bad, y'all. My bad.
Run it.
Go ahead. No. I didn't mean to do that.
Is that code talk? Is that code talk? You trying to tell us to shut up?
Was it?
No. That was an error. That was an error.
Was it Jamarcus Russell? That's what I'm talking about, right?
Jamarcus Russell.
Ooh, that's Raiders.
Yeah, Raiders. Biggest prospect went so hard in college and then got to the NFL and partied out like my man. There it goes again, but it'll come. I smoked too much.
I'm gonna run this next clip real quick. Hold on.
Thank you.
Say whatever you want to the audience out there, to these idiotic trolls all over social media talking about, Shedeur Sanders wasn't that great or whatever. There is no one, I repeat, no one that looked at Shedeur Sanders and even had him less than the third best quarterback in the draft. This is a quarterback-driven league. This guy was considered one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the draft, and 143 picks came and went before you heard his name. Don't talk to me about football. I don't want to hear a damn thing about football. This ain't about football. This is about something else. And I said that even though it's different, I brought up the name Colin Kaepernick. And why? I didn't sit up there and throw a pity party for Colin Kaepernick. I knew his career in the NFL was over the minute that the NFL organized that workout for him at the Atlanta Falcons practice facility, which was led by Jay-Z and those cats and Roger Goodell and what have you, and he elected not to show up and instead tried to have the workout an hour and 20 minutes away, and he gonna notify them 2 to 3 hours before the workout. I said he is done. And I have no sympathy because, damn it, they tried to make it happen because the league had to do it because the owners didn't want to. It's an accident that no owner in the National Football League wanted to touch him. We can use the word collusion. It ain't necessary. They think alike in a lot of different situations. They don't have to collude with one another. There's a universal understanding that this is our league, and we want to do what we want to do the way that we want to do it. And we'll be damned if anybody's going to tell us what to do because guess what? We running the show, and people going to come. They're going to flock to the stadium. They're going to have their tailgate parties. We going to win in the ratings. We going to make damn near $250 million a piece as an owner. Ain't a damn thing anybody's going to do about it. We understood that years ago. But suddenly we going to engage in collective amnesia here. Hold on, Molly, because this is very important. Primetime Deion Sanders' hands are not clean in this. Shedeur Sanders' hands are not clean on this. If you go into an interview and people thinking that you brash and arrogant and what have you, and they think that they're going to have a problem working with you, that's partially on you. Primetime Deion Sanders going out publicly and stating on the record, there's a couple of teams we might not want him with. And he ain't going there if we going to get him, if they're going to select him. And he's on Tamron Hall's show, and she's like, what if your son don't listen? He said, who? What? Like, that ain't going to happen. You look at NFL teams, along with the specter of people potentially calling for him to be the next coach, you can understand the reticence. But for 100 143
Stephen A.
picks.
Stephen A. Hold that thought.
The MIDI Lab Show.
Cook.
He be going up.
I mean, I want to hear.
What up, young buck?
What up, y'all? Y'all can hear me?
Word.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Good to be here. Glad to be back.
Glad to have you, brother.
Man,
LXL Reyes.
the man in the building.
I try to be. I try, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I just do my best. I take it day by day.
Hey, for anybody that doesn't know, man, this LXL Reyes, man, like this dude, he may look young, man, but this man right here is like wise beyond all of us combined. I feel like, man, what he was speaking the last time he was on this thing. Don't let his youthful face take you for for a fool, man. This dude know his stuff. That's real talk.
There we go.
And by the way, he's got a track out right now.
Hey,
Go ahead and let him know what's up, Reyes. Let him know what's up with that sample of A. Marie.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That sample too. I had to do my research and everything. So yeah, I sampled the lovely Miss A. Marie, and then you know what I'm saying, I made a track called Fear of God and everything. It's actually unreleased, but I actually plan to release it this weekend. So y'all got to tune into it. Everything like that. I plan to put it on Apple Music. I plan to put it on Spotify. I plan to put it wherever you want to listen to it, YouTube even. So go ahead and check that out. The name's LXL Reyes.
And if we get the blessing from him, y'all might catch it on the MIDI Lab platform on YouTube. You might see it as an extra. You never know.
Y'all got the green light. Y'all got the green light.
You weren't supposed to tell him, Reyes. You weren't supposed to tell him.
You are repeating her.
How y'all feel about that clip?
Bruh, look here, man. Look here, dog. He was a cowboy before he was Frisco or any of that. And however, y'all know too, Prime got pride.
Roll that back before you say anything
Not
else.
true.
Hey, I know
true.
it's not true. Hold up. I'm trolling, all right? I'm trolling because y'all was on my ass. Anyway, look, y'all know as well as I know, more than any of the other teams know. Let me put it that way. That Prime got pride, y'all. Like, my man, hard on the sleeve. He'll tell you what he's thinking, and he'll run the ball down your throat. And I think we got a little bit of the making of that in Shedeur. And also his dad feeds that feel to him. So it's going to be greater at a point. Matter of fact, it showed up on his freshman year, his highlight. So, I mean, yeah, it's a little overzealous. You could say egregious, but I love it because it breeds the competition we love to watch in the arena every Sunday. So, I mean, if people tripping on his energy, he wasn't a gentleman, a professional, you really want a gentleman professional on the field, or you want a savage beast to go get you points and make sure your squad is taken care of and the dollars well spent?
They want both. They want both. I mean, it's not an either or. And they're the NFL, the way they pay, they feel like they have the right to make the requests. It's their organization. Go out there.
The ones that didn't allow call-in?
Yeah, those people.
Oh, but there's a difference. There is a difference. There's a difference.
Like the situation with Colin, I think somebody may look back on it and realize that there was a mistake made, right? And that's a whole nother conversation. Whether or not taking a knee on the field is disrespectful. I think it's very arguable. And many people have used their positions to make political statements in the past. We do it in music, we do it in many areas. And what he did was not disrespectful. Now, some people have made some disrespectful acts. He was able to explain it very clearly, that he actually got the idea from a service member, and he explained why he did it. And he took a huge step and big responsibility when he did that. And honestly, if somebody want to say that, want to talk about leading a movement, sacrificing your career to say, hey, well, I'm not going to not use my platform to communicate about an issue that I feel is going on. Like, who can own that except for some of our previous leaders that went head to head with the system? This situation is totally different, right? It's a clash of personalities ultimately, and Stephen A is calling it for what it is. He said, You have personality clashes. You have people making declarations that other people are saying, hey, you're not the ones in charge. So if that's the case, you may not necessarily participate within this organization, but the only benefit goes to the Sanders family or to the NFL. This is not a political or societal issue like it was with Kaepernick.
Don't panic.
Amen. Preach, brother. Preach.
That's right.
So the deal with Sanders, man, it sucks. Dude fell to the 5th round. He's got way more talent than any 5th round quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like this dude, he's gonna go and he's gonna beat out the dude that was picked ahead of him in the same draft. And he has a chance right now to resurrect the city of Cleveland. Like, they're so bad they made a movie called Draft Day about them cats, man. Like, they struggle, bro. And this dude has a chance right now to shut everybody the F up and go out there and ball his ass off and really just bring a resurgence to the city of Cleveland, man. That's all he needs to do is go play some football. You know, people don't like his dad, you know, because he does a lot of this. His dad was the best of the best, and that's why he earned the right to do a whole lot of this. And he doesn't conform to the system, and that's the reason that people got a problem with him, and that's the reason people got a problem with his son. You know what I'm saying? But all his son has to do is go out there and play. He's better than a Colin Kaepernick, man, in my opinion. You watch the dude throw the ball, he's a better passer than a lot of them cats that came before him. He's going to be a different dude. He's going to ball out. He's going to ball out, and he's going to save the city of Cleveland with football, man.
Word.
I go hard, cuz you don't want to fuck with me.
Hey. I think Cleveland got them a good one. I think that Cleveland got him a good one. I think he went to the perfect squad for him. And here's the reason I say that. Because, like, from a viewer standpoint, I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know what? There's no way that he should have went so far late in the draft. But then I got to think if I was a coach. And I got to say, if I was a coach, Shedeur is my worst nightmare because he a package deal. He's coming here with him and his dad. He coming here with probably the arrogant attitude that he got from his dad. And I got to think, like, is this kid manageable for real? I have to think to myself, when I tell him to do something, is he going to do it? Or is he going to go out there and he going to do his own thing? As a coach, I think he's my worst nightmare just because it's like he's already had the clout. He's already had the attention and everything like that. This ain't nothing new to him. It's just now he like in the big field now. So is it all about him or is it all about the team? As a coach, I'd be concerned about that for real. Maybe concerned enough to maybe pass him up for another quarterback that might be slightly worse than him, but will still add to my team.
Right.
I think that's a solid point within that. It can go both ways, right? When you look at Pops Deion Sanders, we look at what he brought to the field, right? One of the big things about him going from San Francisco to Texas is Texas saw what he had and they wanted to do everything bigger and better. So they hit him up harder than San Francisco could. And the idea was they saw what was in him and he had to bring something to the team. Then when he moves to Colorado as a coach, he shuts down shop and he's like, hey, I'm restructuring this team. And I'm going to make some changes. A lot of people got scared when he showed up and they dipped out. If he thinks that he's going to run the Browns by way of his son, he's going to find out that that's not how things work. But I think he's intelligent enough to know that. I think your point is a largely valid point, right? I think that's a fantastic way to look at it. But I also think for those people who work behind the curtains, I would hope that they have a better idea of how Deion is, understanding that if the team shines, Shedeur shines. Like that's just going to happen, and it behooves him to allow that team to be built around him, which means he's going to have to cooperate with leadership, right? If he tries to go in there and thinks it's all about him, the team doesn't change, right? He doesn't actually make the mark that he wants to make. And then he ends up in a sinking ship anyway. He's going to have that team developed around him. So, and this is me speaking again from the other side of the coin. I think both perspectives are very valid. I'm hoping that Deion has a perspective of, hey, look, my son is his own man. Now that he's got to where he's got to, he has to become part of that organization. He doesn't need me sticking my finger in the pot, right? That may be hopeful thinking. I think we're going to find out here pretty quickly, though.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Because like, yeah, that is a good point and everything. I just hope that Shedeur knows that, like, you know, a role like that comes with time. Like, you don't just become Tom Brady just because you got the numbers and you got the clout. You become Tom Brady because you done built the trust of your teammates. You done built the trust from your coaches and like even the people higher than that, you know? So it's like, I hope that he does know stuff like that comes with time. And then also, you're right. It's what you guys mentioned is that it's a off the court, not off the court. I'm sorry. It's off the field image too, because you know, with a personality like that, you could have just drafted the football version of Ja Morant. And I know y'all was talking about Ja the other day, you know what I'm saying? So like those big personalities, it's like, this is what like those higher up and the people who are on the business aspect of like football are like really looking at. So it's like, you know, I really fall in the middle of it, y'all. I don't hate Shedeur though. I think he's an amazing quarterback and everything. And I know he's going to have a good career. I don't even just think it.
They got some good coaches there too, man. He got some good quality offensive minded dudes there surrounding him. He's going to be successful, man. He's in the right hands.
Hey, why Jizzle and Action 56? They both make a solid point about how the Mannings approached the NFL in the same way. How you know, their dad pretty much said, hey, man, like, you know, you're not going to pass any of my sons off to trash teams. And the reaction that the Mannings got is different than what we see from, you know, what we see going on with Sanders. I think that's a very valid point. I think that's what Stephen A. was also getting to. But he he ran the comparison between Shedeur and Kaepernick, to say that the NFL in both cases is flexing its muscle where it had not done that previously with other individuals. So we see a lack of consistency there. The question is, at the end of the day, what's going to be done about it? You know, like, bottom line, is this going to provoke some level of change? Are we going to see some level of protest, some type of outlet from the fans, or is it just going to be business as usual?
See.
Oh, I don't know, man. Here's what I do know. Being a football fanatic, I can tell you that the NFL, well, no, not the NFL. Circles in the NFL felt like Archie Manning was making his declarations because he was the number one pick in the draft back when he played in the 70s, and he went to the Saints, who were shit. They were like what the Cleveland Browns are now. The Saints were that for like 2 decades. So they felt sorry for him, I feel like, when he was talking about, I don't want my sons to go through what I went through. Really, and it wasn't even Peyton. It was Eli. Because everybody knew Peyton was the dude. You know what I'm saying? The dude was playing for national championships every year in college. You know what I'm saying? He got to the pros and he killed it. Everybody was mad at the way that that Eli, the whole Eli situation went down. And the Chargers were like, you know what? I don't care what you say. We're drafting this dude. We're gonna call your hand. We're calling your bluff. We're drafting this dude anyway. Come see us. And then they had to arrange a trade with the New York Giants. You know what I'm saying? And the Chargers ended up with Phillip Rivers as a result of it. You know what I'm saying? There were a lot of people that didn't like. My mom still to this day will still talk bad about the Mannings because of what went down, man. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's because my mom in a former life was, you know, a minority. I don't know. She's white, for those that don't know. You know what I'm saying? But she's not white. If you ever meet her, she ain't white. She ain't white. So she knows. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out.
So I don't know. Yeah, mama, I love her, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't call it like yes, the situations look very similar. You know what I'm saying? At the onset, when you look at them, you got one family that's white and the dad pulled all this shit, and then you got another family that's not white and the dad pulled all this shit, and one family was successful and the other family not so much. You know what I'm saying? So you do have to question, you know, why? What are you angry because a minority, because a black man knew his place and it wasn't the place you thought his place should be? He knew his value and it's not where you felt like his value should be. Is that the problem? You know what I'm saying? Is that a problem in general with society, man? You know what I'm saying? Where it's okay for for certain folks to act a certain way, but you see other folks act a certain way, and all of a sudden you got questions.
That part. Hey, y'all won with Phillip Rivers, though. Imagine if you got stuck with me.
Hey, I think Mike G just struck gold with that, man.
Ether.
We are definitely in a racially charged era right now as we make this transition, and it's sad to say that in some contexts it's misused, where people don't even know how to approach a situation because they don't want to be perceived as somebody who's falling on the wrong side of that argument. And then in other cases, like you said, I mean, there is some context, there is some backdrop. There's a little more to it. In other cases, it is exactly what it is. It looks like. And right now, we're all just kind of picking our way through it. I think, at the end of the day, going back to what some of y'all have alluded to, what Latel even said himself, man, like this is possibly the beginning of a beautiful career and an opportunity to see like some serious development, both for the player and for the team. And we're scrutinizing something that may actually be beneficial, as a believing man. Sometimes the Lord puts us in awkward positions because in the long run, it's going to tie in, I don't know if y'all ever heard of Joseph, but, my man was thrown into a pit, slavery, locked in prison for 10 years, ends up being the second most powerful man in the world because of all of that. So who knows, man, what type of development? I mean, this situation itself has sparked up enough conversation that everybody now is really paying attention and is going to really want to see where this young man goes as well as his team.
Right. Hey, y'all, this episode of the MIDI Lab Show is brought to you by Debo Brothers Seasoning. We put that good in food. Y'all make sure y'all reach out and get y'all some. It's smacking. It's you know what I'm saying? Get y'all some of that good Debo seasoning. You know what I'm saying?
Who?
Debo Brothers. Debo Brothers.
Yes, sir. And I'm gonna take a quick minute. Yeah. Hurry up. Get on it.
I see the puck. Yeah, let's roll into some music before we get to the next segment, man. Let's roll into
bring the slaps.
I'll be talking again.
Gray. Naked. Gray. Naked. Gray. Naked. Gray.
90 racks for the watch, 30 stacks for the chain, a 50 bar for the medallion, diamonds drippy like the rain. Lord Development Houses where I was taught to talk my talk. In the thick of the smudge, the slime on the tour like crosswalk. A young factor having Skrillex, spinning blue notes in a drought. Living for the moment, fuck further out. Tomahawk by my kidney, UCM bill. Fucker won't beef, I'll make him a patty meal. Come and see you about something. Send my crash dummy. He ain't from Japan, but he like to play kamikaze. Your bitch got sloppy toppy off the ginger ale and jack. She got that hot throat with a built-in thermostat. Smoking aquaculture and vegetation in the backseat on in place. In the 2019 with the dealership plates, insurance and registration. Garnished and decorated with all the topics and all fixed. We don't fuck with turf dirt. We only fuck with Dixie.
Some niggas tryna take what's yours. Take a stand out to take one first. Back him up, but only take one burst. With white chalk, I make him paint your curb. Some niggas tryna take what's yours. Take a stand out to take one first. Back him up, but only take one burst. With white chalk, I make him paint your curb.
The MIDI Lab Show.
Bruh.
Straight down the street from Paul from the Diamond Center.
By Debo's one and only.
We're bringing the 80s back. Hey,
Hey.
I want to give a shout out to HMD 520 and JMJ real quick.
Absolutely.
My bad.
Absolutely. Hey, who remember that commercial though?
I remember that.
I know Reyes though.
Hey, I would say I know who doesn't remember that commercial. LXL.
Come on,
or Jag.
Come on, man.
Hey,
We
we just gonna pretend and troll him.
Yeah.
we can't use shame now. Come on, y'all. It's not my fault I wasn't born yet. Hey, what era is that from?
That's like the late 80s,
the one
bro.
the one before yours. The one ahead of you.
That's like 2 or 3 of them before me. All right.
Yes, sir.
Bruh.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, but I stay out of grown folks' business for sure. Educate me.
There you go.
No,
Hey, you all in the mix, bro.
Yep.
You part of the mix, man. Stop playing.
You know? I'm reloaded.
Huh.
Okay.
Oh my.
Bruh.
Hey, Malicious said West Side Gang, y'all. Dub SG.
There we go. There we go. Yes, sir, Malicious.
Yeah.
Was good.
Hey,
good.
While we on the sports, just a little tap in. How did y'all feel about my man Michael Jordan Jr. allegedly wiping out the Lakers? Oh, I'm sorry, Kelly.
The Lakers.
Bruh.
I want to talk about that black. I want to talk about that
loss. That loss. Hey, they only won one, y'all.
Okay.
What?
Bruh. Oh, no basketball or football.
Sir, how's about that black pope?
Huh.
They are LA. Okay, we gonna pretend. All right, T-Whoop, let's go.
Hey, Ant-Man, my favorite player, man. That dude's the man, bro.
I stay loyal to the soul. Everything's sucker free for me, man.
All day long.
It's
Warriors.
homie.
Hey, the Warriors are
Giants.
taken out by them.
Hey, homie. Hey, Niners, man. That's gang.
Bang. Yeah.
WSG.
Niner gang.
Stop it.
Hey,
Stop.
jam. Nigga, jam.
Stop. You know what I'm saying? Loyal to the soil, my boy, while the rest of y'all is pumping baby oil.
Reyes, tell them about Detroit.
West Coast racing.
Hey, I was hooping and watching the game at the same time. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. My Detroit got
that's the murder catch, man. They can watch the game and play at the same time, boy.
Hey,
pretty over the fence.
Ball is
like
like
that Detroit. Like, hey.
Ball
Hey,
is
run
like,
that back, LX. What were you about to say?
And they'll whoop your ass on the court. Remember the Pistons? Didn't nobody want to play the Pistons because they whoop your ass.
Nobody want to play them now.
We like to play basketball. Yeah, that's how we do it over here in Detroit. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, like I'd be lying to myself if I said that we going past second round. Honestly, when I put in my parlays, I'm a smart bettor. I don't even bet on my Pistons, and I win money because of it. So, man, but I love my Pistons. We in the playoffs. We happy.
They one dude away, bro. They one dude away from wrecking shop, man.
Just one.
Yeah.
I know. I'm realistic. I know. We can't defeat no Boston. We can't defeat no let me see who won that. The Bucks didn't win that. We can't defeat the Pacers. Like we okay with being the first round. Yeah, I
think y'all got the Pacers, man. The Cavs is just mopping cats right now. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
that's crazy though, right?
Yeah.
They
It's scurry. It's scurry, bro.
Yeah. Nah, that Cavs squad is too tough. We're not doing that. And then I thought we had the Pacers too, but after I just seen what they did to Giannis and them and how they they're balling too hard over there. And Halliburton's dad talking shit too. Yeah, it's not a good look.
Hey.
We're gonna have a Malice in the Palace part two. Yep.
So, in a recent interview, rapper Symba, he spoke about the importance of respecting the pioneers of hip hop He explained that today's artists benefit from the past these legends have created, and that their struggles help shape the music industry. Symba believes younger artists should show appreciation, not just for their music, but for the doors that they've opened, honoring their past. And he says that's a key to moving the culture forward. I wanted us to discuss that tonight. I'm going to roll the clip in just a moment because we are the MIDI Lab Show. It's a music-oriented show. Even though, you know, we like to talk about other things because this is the only night we all get a chance to powwow and you know, shoot the shit. You know what I'm saying? But let's run this clip, all right?
As a hip-hop community, this ain't a ethnicity thing. I challenge us as a community to stop writing our OGs off. Yeah. Stop doing that, because when y'all do that, y'all allowing the information to dissolve. We need our OGs to be 50 and rap, to be able to give us something to look forward to and give us game when we get that age. If we all just living as young niggas and out here wilding and doing this, at what point do we grow? At what point do you get your credit up? At what point do you go buy a house and stop renting? At what point do you buy a block? At what point do you start a business for you and yours to be able to grow so we ain't all out here suffering? And if we ain't got our OGs, from the Jay-Z's to the Steve Stouts to everybody giving us that information, why are we calling them old? Why are we saying things about Killer Mike? Oh, I don't know who Killer. Everybody know who Killer Mike is. If you don't know who Killer Mike is, you ain't hip hop.
That's your fault.
That's your fault.
That's your
So for y'all to be bashing somebody like Killer Mike winning a Grammy at his age, that's experience. That's growth. We should be growing in this thing. We the only community in music that does that. You don't see rock and roll writing they OGs off, or pop writing they OGs off. We the only people that say he too old or he too this. Man, he ain't too old. He got experience, and we need that experience so this young nigga don't go through the same thing he went through 20 years ago. And if we stop that, we stop a lot of things from growing.
The MIDI Lab Show.
How y'all feel about that?
Facts.
You already know how we feel about it. Because he talking about
we all OGs. What you talking about?
All right, so you know, you got E40, man. You got E40, man. You got Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying? You gonna tell them cats they too old to bang? Get out here, man. You got Too Short. You know what I'm saying? The list goes on and on. I don't even want to say Poop Dog name, but Poop Dog. You got Poop Dog.
You still pray for a track.
You know what I'm saying?
That one's last.
Listen, I'm gonna need you to relax, because you still heard about that.
I don't like that no more.
Nah, hey, look, I'm 100 with it. I just said, hey, look, if you had a chance to get it, maybe not.
I think homie put it. I don't know if it can be said any better than what he said. It is, you know, especially coming from a younger person with the perspective of an older person to respect the age. And I'm not saying that because we're older. I'm saying it because I think some of us have had to learn the hard way to respect the wisdom, you know, respect the people who came ahead of us. And he's right. Like, how many industries just forget about the people who came before them and laid the foundation? You know, I think, I hate to say it, man, but this business has become so self-centered that everybody feels like they are it. It's like, nah, you're just another cog in the wheel. I mean, you are. This may be your time, but you are not it, because you are replaceable. That's one thing we got to understand. Like, you may come in hot, but coming in hot does not make you irreplaceable. You got to have longevity, man. You got to have endurance. You know, you got to chisel out your piece in this place, and you do that by following the examples of the people who led you here. And I mean, that's not just for rap. That's any industry, and especially for us. And if you're not walking in somebody's footsteps, then you over here basically reinventing the wheel, looking to get credit for what somebody else has already done.
That's a hell of a lot of pride.
Right.
That's real. Ain't no point of reinventing the wheel. It's already there.
Even right. Renette in chat. Renette speaking facts right now. She said it wouldn't be no new school if it wasn't for old school. She right?
Word.
You ain't never lied.
Hey, like the immortal Tupac say, ain't nothing like the old school.
It ain't nothing like the old school.
It's funny you bring up.
What more can I say? Wouldn't be here today.
I felt like Symba was directly talking to these cats, talking about they can't relate to Tupac, or Tupac wasn't that good, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he was directly talking to them people, you know, like you may not agree with dude, but hey, how many times have I been on here and say that I'll never say another man's music is trash. I just say it's not for me. But that doesn't mean it doesn't have value. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a huge fan of Future, but I know Future dope because Future sells. You know what I'm saying? I look at numbers. I know what Future makes. I know what Future is selling. Just because I'm not listening to Future's music all the time doesn't mean that Future is whack. Future's selling to somebody, a lot of somebodies. You know what I'm saying? So for all these new people that's out there, go do your history. Just learn the craft. That's all I ask. Learn the craft. You ain't gotta listen to Tupac or Scarface or Ice Cube or Snoop. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be listening to the Rakim. You ain't gotta listen to all these dudes. But go know your history. Understand where they came from. Understand how you even have an opportunity that rap is the #1 thing in America because of all these dudes that came before you. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn that, man. The struggle was real for them cats. Nobody listened to them except us. You know
I mean,
what I'm saying?
ain't it
bumping that.
Ain't it cool to see Ice-T still vibrant and still doing shows and stuff like that? I think that's raw.
It, bro. I love
think
it,
that's
man.
raw.
Dude,
really
Method
think
Man
about
and
it, the
Redman
most
was one of my
prolific.
favorite shows ever, bro.
Yeah. I mean, Mike, we went to go see Up in Smoke, and that was
We
know
did,
what I mean?
and then we saw DJ Quick years later
Oh,
and had
yeah,
backstage
yeah.
passes and met dudes, bro. So
That was
like,
raw.
you
That
know
was
what I'm
raw
saying?
country.
Like, these dudes are they're on another level, man. And you can always learn. I learned this way back, man. You can always learn something from somebody who's been there before you.
Oh yeah,
always.
Yeah,
When you're doing it, usually the successful.
Absolutely.
Not to interject or anything, but Ray D 3000, shout out to Ray. What's up, Ray? Just ordered some of the Debo bros. Debo bro seasoning. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, Ray.
Man, it's smack. We get that fish fry. I'm gonna stop my mama. I told my mama I ain't got time for you today, mom. Because I got this Debo seasoning. I ain't got time.
Right now. I'm gonna need you to do it right now so we can go and get it on the shelf. Yeah. Hey, but you know what? The thing what Symba said is applicable not only to the industry, man, but as a culture, period. As a society, period.
Yeah,
You know
not just culture, all of society, man. You know what I'm saying? Life. That was life message. That was life lessons right there, bro. Like I felt that to my core. I listened
we
to
should
like
call it
every time-
Mufasa. Hold up. Symba. Do not
Symba.
go over there to the dark shaded area. That man went
I
Mufasa,
think,
y'all.
the thing is that we know that culturally speaking, there are some cultures where most of the fathers are either incarcerated or not there. And there's other cultures that wouldn't have no idea what that feels like. And so I'm speaking to the needy, right? Those who grown up, independent in their own space. And it's like, I don't need no big homie. Like I've been doing this for me and mine since I was knee high to a grasshopper. And it's like, yeah, homie, you did, but that's not the way it should have been. And at some point, man, you got to recognize whether that person was there or not. There was a foundation that was laid for you, even under these circumstances. Somebody came ahead of you and already did that. Again, otherwise we just rewriting the same chapter somebody already laid down. And a lot of times we take a lot of pride in doing that, wasting time saying things that have already been said, instead of saying, hey, you know what, that's been laid down, man. Let me build on that. You know what I'm saying? Why am I not on the 10th floor right now? Because I keep wanting to go back and rebuild the first floor. Stop. You know what I mean? So just as a culture who is so familiar with having to find an identity out there, having to find, the male figure out there, we got to pay homage. We got to go out of the way to do it because it's not something that comes so easy for us.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not making excuses. That's just speaking fact.
No, that's real. Everything that we do, we got to do it to the extreme to where we like the best at whatever, or, or we ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we feed into that. We feed into that. The whole culture, black, brown, you know what I'm saying? No matter, what the background, you know what I'm saying? Living in this place, you gotta just be that extra, like my boy X, you gotta be that extra, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shout out credits.
Because
no edits.
Otherwise, you ain't gonna make it here.
For sure.
Not in America.
Yeah. No, go ahead, Tom. A2 Breeze.
Well, I was gonna say, man, just on another note too. I know LXL want to jump in here right quick. It goes both ways too. As older cats, we got to make sure we paving the way. Now we reaching back and bringing somebody with us. You know what I mean? We ain't shutting the door. We ain't telling somebody you got to go get it the way I got it. Nah, I did it so you don't have to do it that way, right? So
Amen.
it goes both ways. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, because that's just one thing that I was just going to chime in and say, like when it comes to like music and really just like I noticed that black people do a lot like in general, but it's like we have this real like sense of like competition, and like there's a reason why people use the term healthy competition, and it's because there is a form of unhealthy competition where it's like you see everything as your enemy, and like everything you see the wrong and everything you see the bad, you know what I'm saying? And like you judge stuff a lot. It's called like the conflict perspective. Like I study like sociology and stuff, so I see why people interact and like why, and I try to understand it. So like pretty much these people of this generation, as they was coming up, and like I can just name a couple like artists who went through it, Lil Yachty or whatever, like Lil Uzi Vert, Playboy Cardis and stuff like that. They came up straight through like ridicule from the public and everything like that. They was called mumble rappers. They was labeled as this, that. Joe Budden said everything in the world negative about like these dudes. Yet they grew up and became some of our biggest like artists today. And that's exactly like when I kind of saw it start. Like it kind of started with this whole like little disrespect of like old school, and it's, you know, I don't really think that it should be like a tit for tat thing. It's just I think that people forget at the end of the day that everybody in this industry doesn't really have to be like your enemy. There's things that you need to be taking from like generations before you, and you need to like keep building on that. You don't scrap it and start new. That's not what music's about. It was never about that.
Reach. I tried to tell y'all, man. Reyes know his stuff, man. This dude is why he's way beyond our years, man.
Yeah. He know his hip hop, because hip hop is not just music; it's a culture.
It's a culture.
You know what I'm saying? It's the way that we feel. It's graffiti. It's breakdancing. It's rapping. It's like it's so many aspects of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And I grew up in the hip hop culture, and that's what I wore the baggy jeans, and you know, and I used to, and not only breakdance, I used to go out and just pop dance. You know what I mean? Go to the club. You know what I mean? It's all of that whole thing, man. That whole thing, like battling people, like in the square. You know what I'm saying? Battling folks, like, you know what I'm saying, at the cipher in the session. You know what I'm saying? Doing your best to just absolutely kill this fool so he'll never rap again. You know what I'm saying? That's the culture. And see, the thing about that though, and see that, like, you know, with the whole beef with Drake and Kendrick Lamar, like that shit right there, it's kind of funny because like that is hip hop. You can't get mad and start suing people when you start doing hip hop, bro, because this is what it always been. Roxanne, homie, it's always been this. If you can't hang, get the fuck out the kitchen, homie. Get the fuck out of here. We don't need you. You smell like motherfucking fish.
Baby oil.
Out of here.
Somebody's fired up tonight. Hey, whoa, player.
I got time today, cuz.
I'm going to got time for that, but nigga, today I got time, cuz.
He's in there. He's in there. Hey, but you know what is crazy, because when you do think about the history, and I'm talking about way before, you know, Sugar Hill Gang, the quote unquote unhealthy competition was started by outside influence, and it was to keep us separated within segregation, right? That segregation has grown, and it's actually doing very well to the point we segregate ourselves. Like it's almost a banner of pride or coming into manhood when somebody's like, oh yeah, I'll stay within a 4-block radius, a 5-block radius. I'll never leave my hood. Man, people have laid down their lives for you to be free to go wherever it is you choose. And you telling me you won't leave your neighborhood. And so, you know, and that's usually, right, that is usually propagated by the segregation, the self-imposed segregation of gang banging and you know, turf war. So There's a lot of barriers that need to be crossed. The whole idea of this music was to be able for us to articulate where we're coming from and what we do, not to go out there and spread negative influence, to spread cancer, but to uplift each other. And we hear people talk about it, but being about it is a whole other thing. This kind of goes back to the Colin Kaepernick thing. Not too many people lay it down like that. But if we really look at the history of this thing, it didn't start off this way. So we got a lot of work to do if we really want to be serious about reversing the mentality that we have, these crabs in a bucket mentality.
Big facts. Big facts.
Yep.
Man, that was a dope segment, yo. That was a dope segment, man.
You got knocked the fuck out.
Let's roll into that fail safe.
Fail safe
by E&J.
They some looking ass niggas. Lurker do the jar like a nigga won't get them.
Feel safe.
They some looking ass niggas. Lurkers do the jar like a nigga won't get them.
Feel safe.
They some looking ass niggas. Lurker do the jar like a nigga won't get them.
Feel safe.
They some looking ass niggas. Lurker do the jar like a nigga won't get them.
Feel safe, feel safe. If you hear it, this it's a bit too late. For my shotters, hold up black hot stock with the fully on toppers. And ain't nobody can stop us. Put respect on my name, boy, give me my propers. My kids eat steak, expensive pasta and lobster. I'm on go, my life's more like a movie or mobster. I'm a monster, I'm a motherfucking monster. Up, down, down, B-A-B-A, select, start like it's Contra. 99 lives, nigga, 99 problems. I'm cocky, keep them dark and socked in the heart, nigga.
They some looking ass niggas. Lurker do the jar like a nigga won't get them.
Feel safe.
They some looking ass niggas. Lurker do the jar like a nigga won't get them.
Feel safe.
They some looking ass niggas. Lurker do the jar like a nigga won't get them.
Feel safe.
They some looking ass niggas. Lurker do the jar like a nigga won't get them.
Feel safe, feel safe. If you hear it, this it's a bit too late. This is for my shotters, hold up black hot stock with the fully on toppers.
Ass niggas, some male seven squares. Got no equation, no answer, they just there sucking up there. Swear they don't care, but all said and done, they shouldn't be here. He kept us quiet, nothing like a rat. Something like the snapback, yeah, I start riots. Never forget what to never just consider. Just remember, I come with gorillas. A tisket, a tasket, your ass asking for it. Yes, indeed, I give you what you need. I high side as I proceed. Cause I got these bitches, tears, you feel me? They some looking ass niggas. Lurker do the jar like a nigga won't get them.
Feel safe.
They some looking ass niggas. Lurker do the jar like a nigga won't get them.
Feel safe.
They some looking ass niggas. Lurker do the jar like a nigga won't get them.
Feel safe.
They some looking ass niggas. Lurker do the jar like a nigga won't get them.
Feel safe, feel safe. If you hear it, this it's a bit too late. This is for my shotters, hold up black hot stock with the fully on toppers. Feel safe, feel safe. If you hear it, this it's a bit too late. This is for my shotters, hold up black hot stock with the fully on toppers.
A.T. Rabbit.
Ooh, that's a whole new
Fail safe.
I do want to say, Debo's Brother Seasoning popping in the chat, man. Get you some. This show is brought to you by Debo's Brother Seasoning. Hey, they got the beef, pork seasoning. Hey man, throw away the lorries. Throw away the Obey.
Wait, who?
The Lorry salt. Lorries. Throw away the Lorries.
Yeah, but who's coming?
Mess with that, man.
Debo's Brother Seasoning.
Debo.
Don't make him come to your door. Don't make him snatch your chain for over the seasoning. Just go get you some.
Just go tuck
your chain snatch. Okay, tuck your chain. Matter of fact, when you cook your fish, tuck the chain. Tuck the chain.
Debo
Brothers.
Yeah. Hey, what about that fail safe?
I love that. Hey, Joy, come over here and say something. Hey, Joy,
what up, cuzzo?
She did the hood. Come on up. She don't want to come over.
You got her blushing. See a black person blush.
She's like, I don't do that no more. I just do movies.
Yeah, she don't mess around. She ain't got no time.
Oh, cocky.
She ain't got no time.
Thing sucks.
Boo.
Right.
Bro.
Bro. Yeah, that feel safe. That's AT Rabbit. You know what I'm saying? With Joy. You know what I'm saying? E and J. You know what I'm saying? And it's a smacker. It's a smacker.
It's a smacker.
Yeah.
What up, girl?
What it do, everybody?
What's
good?
Girl?
Hey.
Right.
Hey.
I had to come say something.
Hey.
You already know.
Say
yeah.
That's what she said too.
We only drop hits on We Love Radio.
You know. Hey.
Sure.
So check this out, man. Let me ask y'all a question.
Yeah.
Because I feel like stirring up some ish.
Where your mama stay? Where your grandmama stay?
Where your grandmama stay?
Wait. Not San Francisco, BS. Hit him, Tom.
Who? Say it again.
A2.
Breezy.
A2, because 2 is better than 1. We hands free up in this piece. Always going around here with the fist and bucks, not the fist and cuffs. Keep up if you can, player.
I want to hear what you gotta say, A2. Breezy.
He about to start freestyling.
I thought I was about to start freestyling.
I was like, oh, we
should have let it ride.
Hey, Doug.
You got a little backdrop too. I was like, what?
Took me back to the 9th grade for a minute. I was like, oh wait.
Man, I thought for real. I thought we about to open it up like we was back in the quad.
Oh no, I thought you had something to say, so I just wanted to give you a soundtrack.
Hey, look, I was finna ask y'all about this whole erasing of the DEI. Like, what is y'all thoughts on this? Because every time I slide through the news, I'm seeing, because we just got to be talking about referring back to the foundations laid by the elders, right? Well, some of these pillars, I'm not saying all, some of these pillars are being pulled down. Now, I don't relegate our pillars, of establishment and achievement all falling under the blanket of DEI. And even if they take that away, they can never take away history. But in some cases, it does seem to be taking down some of these achievements. And so what do y'all think?
So let me just say, man, I know I've seen a lot of, we dismantled our DEI within our company. I want y'all to know, I work for a company. I'm super fucking proud right now, man. I work for a company that not only was like, we're not dismantling, they're like, we're going to move forward and we're promoting harder. I'm a part of my DEI council at my company, man. You know what I'm saying? And all we do is just continue to promote the history of everyone's backgrounds, where you came from, what it is you believe, what it is you follow, what moves you. You know what I'm saying? That's all we do is just support each other, man. I'm proud to work for a company that'll never go away. Never. We want to be the leader in hiring people who bring diversity and are very inclusive into all of what we are as a society, man, because it takes all of us. We are a gumbo pot stewing on a stove, man, and it takes all of us to make the recipe work, baby.
Yeah.
I want to say this, though, to piggyback off of what you said, Mike. Diversity, inclusion, and equity only makes businesses better, and it's been proven that it makes the businesses at least 20% better to have other people from other positions and other backgrounds, ethnicities, to include their stuff at the table. Now, I'm gonna say this also, when it comes to DEI, they don't just hire just anybody. Okay, they are people who are qualified to have this job. You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing about this dismantling DEI is that it sounds like bullshit, because the whole administration that's doing this, all their people are DEI. People don't even have experience in shit that they're doing, like the Department of Defense. the fuck? I'm sorry I had to cuss, but what the fuck? The Department of Defense. That's all
You feel defended,
DEI.
guys?
DEI. I don't give a damn what color they are. That's DEI. You know what I'm saying? They was picked because I want to pick you, not because of anything else. And those people are not qualified to do the job that they're doing. And I hate to get on my soapbox, but man, I'm gonna get on this soapbox and stand up, because you know what? I stand on everything I say, and you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it one beam. You know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all doing right here, in 2 years, it's gonna be broke down. You know what I'm saying? Because this ain't no autocracy. This ain't no kingdom. This ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying? This land was built by us on our backs for free. You know what I'm saying? For diversity, inclusion, and equity. And that's what I feel about that.
I do want to highlight the comment that's on the screen right now, though, by Action 56. If DEI is too abusive, it starts to isolate people and encourage only group thought and drown out other voices. I have seen that at other places, and that is true too. You know what I'm saying? It should not be abused. It needs to be about inclusivity and about celebration. It's not about, you know, one group is better than another, or we're not going to take you because you're not a part of a certain group. It's about all of us together working towards a common goal. That's what it's supposed to be about. It's about celebrating each other as people. That's what it is.
So I wanna play devil's advocate, right? This is why I brought it up. So I'm about to start a fight. I hate DEI. I hate it. And I'm gonna tell you why I hate it.
Get them.
I hate the fact that we have to put a title on everything. Everything has to have a title, right? American history should encompass all Americans. We shouldn't have to break it down with all these little groups and titles and you learn about this, it should be American history. We had a black man that invented this. We had a black person that invented this. We had a white person that did this. We had an Asian person who did this, and call it American history. When we look at inclusivity as a cultural standpoint, one of our morals, you don't have to put a title on it. But we have to everything has to have a title. And then if it looks like you don't fall in line with that title, then we have a title for you. Right? Which, if we're saying we're being inclusive includes those individuals who don't necessarily agree with this. I'm gonna tell you, man, I've heard people who have fought for this country, who have supposedly fought for democracy, get pissed off when they see people exercise their democratic right by burning a flag, speaking against the government, belittling the military. But guess what? That's their constitutional right, and it's the very right that you put the uniform on and serve. Right? They, by law, can burn that flag. They can go down to a surplus store and burn a uniform. They don't care if you fought and bled and your friends died in that uniform. Your friends died for their freedom, and they're exercising that freedom. It's not to your liking. So if we're going to say that DEI is inclusive, it's inclusive of people who don't care about DEI. And unfortunately, why have a title? You know what I'm saying? We say we want to be included, but then we want to segregate ourselves by falling into a certain group and saying, hey, if you don't fall in this group, you can't be a part of us. Well, that's segregation.
Well, you're right, though, but also there's still a title for it in other methods. It's called nepotism. So what you want to call it? You know what I'm saying? Because what's going on right now is nepotism in the situation that we living in. You know what I'm saying? And there's DEI people working for the government that's getting rid of DEI initiatives in other companies, which is none of their even business. It's none of their business. My company was built off of equity and inclusion. You know what I'm saying? And they deep on that, man. They don't separate and they don't segregate and they treat everybody equal. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I appreciate about working for this company. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be a critic of DEI and then do it.
Yes, you can. Yeah, you can. You can be critical of the titles and the perceived segregation, yet go out there and exercise inclusivity all day long. I mean, I don't have to tell everybody I'm inclusive. I just do it. I don't have to tell people I'm black. I just do it. You don't have to tell people I speak English. I just do it.
You don't have to tell nobody. And,
but what I'm saying,
you don't have to also make a directive to try to stop it. If somebody, it's none of your business. It's my company. If my company want to do that, it's none of your business, fool.
Let me share y'all something, man.
Hey, but
just
a real quick piggyback on Khan. In those situations, though, like with your company, isn't it considered like third-party bases, third party? Whereas if you was in New Mexico working for that same thing, you would have, some sort of like levels to the shit.
My company's not even based out of America, man.
That's what I'm talking about. So like those be the
company's not even based out of America, and they're more involved in inclusion than great United States of America.
Well, duh.
Then tunnel dump. We don't know. Allegedly.
Yeah, it's facts. Get them.
Well, let me ask you. Actually, I'm sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
I want to share with y'all something, man. This goes back 20 plus years now, 25 years almost, man. Honestly, I was at Sac City College. I was taking a philosophy course, man, because I like to expand my mind and all. And there was a girl sitting behind me that the teacher asked a question. She raised her hand and said something, and I turned back like, "Did you really just say that?" And then we got into a conversation, and later on that night, you know what I'm saying, she asked for a ride home, so I'm taking her a ride home, and it was February. The month was February. She asked for a ride home, and I'm like, okay, you sound like you're intelligent. You know what I'm saying? We can have a good conversation on the way. I got you. You know what I'm saying? No problem. It's the only time I ever gave her a ride because it was in February, and she goes, I'm in this history class. I was asking her how everything else is going, in classes. She goes, I'm in this history class, and the teacher right now wants to discuss, Black history. And I think it's ludicrous that we have a month dedicated to Black history. And I'm like, I do too. I feel like it should be a part of just history. We're all Americans. Like, what are we doing here? And she goes, no. I mean, I should never have to learn about those people because I don't want to learn about them. They're not a part of my life. And I don't think that we should be learning about Black history. And I'm like, let's take a stop right quick. I'm going to stop by my house. I got to do something. And I was living with my homie L and my homie Dan Deasy. You know what I'm saying? Two Black men. And I'm like, come on in right quick. Let me introduce you to my roommate. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, hold on. Slow your fucking roll. I'll take you home still. But no, you ain't going to pull that shit with me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We all Americans. Right. I got a friend that I work with was born in Guatemala, but he's an American citizen. He don't tell you he's Guatemalan American. He tells you he's American. Why? Proud, right? Because he's proud to be an American citizen. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no Mexican American or Guatemalan American. We're Americans.
Yeah,
we should celebrate each other as a country.
Because it really ain't no such thing as an African American.
Because I saw that comment.
You know what else?
I saw that comment about Afro-American.
A lot of the Black people that were slaves was already here before.
Yeah, with the natives before Christopher Columbus came and did Thanksgiving.
Even if we weren't, man, we so deep here, it doesn't make sense. I don't know anything about Africa, so whether my great grandfathers came across on a ship or not has nothing to do, has no bearing on me today. My roots are here, and I feel like everything that Mike is saying. I do think that you can't, we can't breed out ignorance. So what? I was listening to a gentleman speaking. I've been trying to get this man's name because I want to share this video so bad. I got to do some more research. But he was talking about how integration helps a society, and one of us said it this evening. How integration does better for a society. Well, here's the thing about being inclusive. If you are not inclusive, time will kill your business. Thank God, right? Only the strong survive. So here's the thing. Do we have to make it? Today, and I'm saying today, do we have to have a title on it and make it a thing versus saying, hey, look, if you want to succeed, you can look for the best candidate, not for the whitest candidate or the related candidate, but the candidate who's most professionally qualified to do the job, no matter what they are. They could be gay, they could have purple hair, it doesn't matter. Right? If you don't, your business will die. Hopefully soon. If you're an idiot who thinks that other people's contributions to this country don't matter, hopefully you will fade away soon, right? When you crack open a jar of peanut butter or any number of things, any number of contributions, hell, you have a nice green salad on your plate. You can thank a minority, right? You're damn sure not thanking some well-paid uppity American because he ain't out there picking them vegetables for you to have every night. So
strawberries.
Preach.
Right, like the ignorant will die, and I'm just saying that when it comes down to common sense, do we have to put this title on it? Do we have to force it down people's throat? If you do not want to acknowledge other people around you, that's fine. You're going to die out. And I have no problem with that. Like, I'm totally okay with the fact that
they got to go for us to succeed, right?
It's going to happen because what ends up happening is those of us who learn how to work together, like we learn, going back to the earlier comments, we learn from those people who came ahead of us, right? And as a black man, I can learn from an older white man. I can learn from an older Hispanic, an older Asian, because they all bring history to the table.
Human being.
Right? Yeah. And so that's the reason why I say I don't care for it, because then the thing is, as soon as we put titles on it, titles get manipulated, titles get abused, right? What it should be is it should be as common as breathing air. I got to tell you that I suck oxygen. You should already know that, right? If my business is successful, it should be successful, especially in a popular market, because it is a well-integrated business.
Can I say something? Because it kind of piggyback off of what you're saying right now.
Right.
I want to say this to everybody who watch it. Support your local people right now. And I'm not just saying that because support your local thing is the thing to do.
Color.
But right about now, you're going to need to support your local thing right now. You're going to need to support your local thing right now. You're going to need to take control of your surroundings, because you could only control this. You can't control anybody else around you, nothing else out here. You can only control this. Go ahead and get you a couple pots out in your backyard. Grow you some cherry trees. Grow you some fruit, vegetables. You know what I'm saying? Get you a goat. Get you some chickens. You know what I'm saying? Because things about to get real here in the next couple of weeks. And if you don't feel me, you won't feel me later on.
Hey, let me stop trolling and let me jump backwards to touch on A2. I'm real quick. Let me go ahead and give you Jag real quick for a second. Look, it's not about what actually it is about what you preach or what you teach in Black history. So to the degree of what Mike's saying, I don't want to go to school, or I don't want to go to a place and learn about being on time, being a slave. Like, no, that's what they teach us in Black history. They teach us cotton picking, whip slapping, underground railroading. Hey, look, there's so much more to Black history. That's an eighth out of 100% of Black history. They don't want to tell you about Frederick Douglass. They don't want to tell you about a lot of people they stole ideas from and threw under the bus or washed away from history and took credit for it. So those are the things I want to learn from Black history. I myself, in Black History Month, took it upon myself to make sure that I continue to learn about current events each year of Black people doing it. Then I could learn how to do it. Then my community can have a nepotism that can function without any kind, without a say-so, without a big brother.
Let's keep it relevant to the music world. You know what I'm saying? Because we are the MIDI Lab Show. I learned about Sam Cooke, Marvin Gaye, John Coltrane, Herbie Hancock. You know what I'm saying? That's where my studies were. Because it was relevant to me. It was what I was doing. I read stories on Ronnie Lott as a football player. You know what I'm saying? And did a report on that dude, because when I was a little kid, that dude was the man. You know what I'm saying? And I read up on, Deion Sanders, and people don't know Deion Sanders. He might do a lot of this and people don't like him. This man has never had a drip of alcohol in his life. He does not use curse words when he talks to his players. You know what I'm saying? So there's people out there that you can read up on that are current, that'll teach you a whole lot about the society and what it is we go through and what it is we deal with. And the people that, they want to tear down, we bringing it back to this whole Shedeur Sanders thing, the people that want to tear down, those are the people that really are out there really trying to make a difference in communities and trying to make a difference in young men's lives.
Hey, Mike, would you say that when people try to tear it down, that they're just scared of reality or scared of losing power?
Yes.
Or
100%, bro. 100%.
Hey, I hate to be the bearer of motherfucking bad news, but we need to go ahead and start breaking this down. Anybody got any last comments they want to go ahead and put out, because it's getting late and everybody got to go to work in the morning, and even people in the chat. So let's go ahead and break it down. Anybody got any last comments, man? Let's start with A2 Breezy.
We started kind of early to close out the show, but like I said, going back to the integration and the comments made about Black history, we shouldn't be isolating ourselves again. Just the integration thing, it speaks for itself. And I think what some people are missing, going back, music is a great example of this. When you shit on your own people, that comes back to you. Like I don't, Malcolm X said it, the chickens come home to roost. Like, so it's seen in our music. You shit on a group of people, they become very gifted artistically because they have to express that pain and that hurt somewhere. That gift begins to make money. And guess what? Your kids start entertaining themselves to that pain. And what do? They get closer to us. They become more like the oppressed and less like the oppressor. And so, we have to understand when, you have idiots like the ones that you were giving a ride to, say, well, I don't want to hear about this. I don't want to hear about that. You silencing the voice of your own country, man, we eventually end up putting the noose around your own throat. Period, point blank. This is not an A2 Breezy thing. It's not a hands-free thing. It's not a MIDI Lab thing. We don't have the copyright on that. That's a life thing. And so, our music, our cries are a reflection of that. We came from, that jungle bunny, garbage that nobody wanted to hear, to now being a leading industry in one of the most influential genres out there. I mean, across the world. So keep mistreating us. We just don't get stronger. And we don't need titles.
Amen.
Thank you. Mike Genius, what you got? Anything you want to leave the people with tonight?
Nope, I left it all out there, baby.
Jag, what you got to say about the situation?
Peace, love, and chicken grease. See you next week.
LXL, hey, the homie stepped in for X tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Took care of the chats. Hey, the youngster got game, man. You know what I'm saying? X, you got anything? LXL, you got anything you want to say?
Shoot, normalize being a good person. You feel me? It all starts within the household, having good examples and stuff like that to look up to. I saw the quote from Mimi. She said it all starts in the house, raising your sons and daughters just to be the best that they can be and everything with positive mentalities. We all started that, and we all started in close. It radiates, y'all. Like, it works.
Amen.
Word.
Amen.
Hey, we a community here at MIDI Lab Show. I got to get the floor to L before we move on, but I just want to say that we're a community here at MIDI Lab Show. I love how everybody in the chat be like respond to each other, not just us. You know what I'm saying? That means something to us, man. And if you haven't already, like, subscribe. The subscribe is the most important thing. We need y'all to subscribe right now if you haven't already. Subscribe right now. Get down with the MIDI Lab Show. We're gonna have more little shorts, more little insights for you, and plenty of D Bulls, Brother Steve. You know what I'm saying? L, go ahead and what you guys say to close the show out, my brother?
Nah, man. I mean, I think y'all beautiful show. As always, man, we keep improving, we keep getting better, and that's a beautiful thing. And the unity of the brotherhood that's going on. Very impressed by the chat. Thank you to everybody that watches. Because again, you could be anywhere in the world, but you with us tonight, so that's a beautiful thing, man, and we do appreciate it. Hope show tonight, man. Please tune in with us on Thursday night, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Word. Hey, if you want to donate, y'all make sure y'all donate to the Cash App right here. You know what I'm saying? No fear, America, $sign in front of me. Get down with us, man. We love y'all, man. Thank you for tuning in to the MIDI Lab Show.
And last bit, y'all just keep looking out, tap in. We put more content out. We're doing more things. We're figuring this out together. We had a little pre-show last week, a little bit of extra content for y'all. Each week, we're going to keep getting more and more things for you guys to tune into, tap into, and MIDI.
Hey, pass the collection play around, L.
Hey. Roy, lock the door.
Shout out to Reyes. Shout out to Reyes for joining us.
Is it right? Every step I take, there's a brand new day of shining. Is there watch me rise. No mentality, I cut those ties. Shining bright like the stars in the night. Oh, won't you find me? Oh, is there always? Is there always? Patterns are true. Is there always?
Shout out X. We see you next week, brother.
your body move. Got the lights down low, music feeling the air. Feel the vibe slow, let go, you care. Girl, you know the night is young, let's make it hot. Show me how you whip it, baby, give all you got. Let's dance to the rhythm, swing with the beat. Invite me in, let your body keep me on my feet. Go in the seat of my eye, walk with me. Boom, we gotta own the night. Under flashing lights, we lost in the sound. Got the lights down low, music filling the air. Feel the vibe slow, let go, you care. Girl, you know the night is young, let's make it hot. Show me how you work it with a giddy eye. Just let your body move. Got the lights down low, music feeling the air. Feel the vibe slow, let go, you care. Girl, you know the night's young, let's make it hot. Show me how you want, but baby, give all you got. Let's dance to the rhythm.